Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. My goodness. If you're completely new to tarot, just understand that just because Virgo is your sun sign doesn't mean that every Virgo reading will resonate with you. It just can't work like that. If you feel like the reader's wrong or it's just not your story, you can go ahead and disregard it. We're also just going to throw away the sex or gender on the cards. I'll pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. And yeah, the gender just doesn't really matter. Those cards each describe a personality, so you'll know who we're talking about. Like my chair is up a little too high. Yeah, that's better. If you want to catch more readings, you can subscribe to the channel. That way you get notified whenever I post. Of course, I would be grateful. I also offer a membership. If you want to check out the perks for that, you can hit the join button below just to see what's going on there. And I do offer members readings. So I'm not pulling on anything specific. I'll let the oracle lead the way. We'll clarify with the tarot, and I'll grab some advice at the end. So we have splitting, viewing people, viewing people and things in extremes as all good or all bad, with failure to integrate both positive and negative characteristics of self and others. Wow. Otherwise, most people would consider this like idealizing and then devaluing, right? We have renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year. Always partying. And emerging butterfly. I try new things. As an emerging butterfly, I leave my safe chrysalis so I can soar. My mind and body grow stronger as I embrace new, healthy experiences. This newness adds color and beauty to my life. The overall energy is the High Priestess, Cancer Pisces energy. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Five of Cups, the Star, Aquarius energy. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck in the challenge position, we have the Sun. Some of you may have some Leo in your chart, and you need to check out that reading too. That's neither here nor there, but I feel like you're pulling back your energy from people. You feel like it's a good time to sort of be alone. This is kind of what I'm getting, is that there's this admittance to needing to withdraw. And I don't mean just like to pull yourself away from people. For some of you to literally withdraw. You know, there's this always partying card, and I don't feel like someone has like an actual like problem. You know, maybe some of you. But I feel like this is a person who just recognizes that they basically cannot live the lifestyle that they want with the mental health issues that they have. That's what I want to say. Now, I don't know who I'm talking to, but certain mental health conditions are extremely terrible if you are living a lifestyle. And it doesn't have to be partying. It could just be the way that you live. Like, you're going to have bad anxiety if you're not eating and sleeping right. If you're not mostly sober, you're going to have those problems too. So I feel like this is like someone who's catching themselves before they go over the edge, saying, I really don't feel like the lifestyle that I'm living is congruent with my health. So you may feel like, the more you're around other people and in these like kind of false settings, the worse you feel. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Is like somebody is intelligent enough to say, no, we need to stop something here because it's just not working, as far as like the lifestyle that you want. And I feel like there is this, I want to say like, there's a goal that's attached to changing this lifestyle. It's not just to get healthier, you know what I mean? And to like heal. I feel like there's like something really specific that you want in life. And in order to have that, you can't live the way that you currently are. And I feel like that's just so mature. Because, most people, they're not very accountable. But some of you, I think, really do have like a mental health issue that you definitely cannot be partying or anything like that. Like, I'm a borderline person, so like literally the worst thing you could ever do is get me drunk. I promise you. Like, I will become a fucking demon. I don't know how else to, I cannot handle alcohol. You will pretty much never see me drink. I just can't do it. I become a terrible human being towards myself, not towards others. It's not like a good thing for me. And if I were to do that consistently, and some people of course want to, alcohol is very numbing, then they become, I would become even less emotionally regulated. Like even on the days that I wasn't drinking, like I would just be all over the place emotionally. So it could be something like that. People who have like depression and like bipolar disorder, drugs and alcohol are a really fucking bad idea for that person. Although they tend to turn to it to kind of cope with whatever's going on. So I feel like for some of you, it's something very specific like that where you're like, I cannot do this at all. And withdrawing from whatever this lifestyle is also means withdrawing from the people around you. For some of you, there's very specifically an Aquarius in your life that like you just, you can't be around them. Like every time you go off with this person, doesn't even have to be an Aquarius. I'm just pulling a lot there on that. They really lead you into some bad decision making. I don't know. But for most of you, this is really like a choice for yourself. Like you feel like in order to actually be like happy or at peace in life, that you have to, change your lifestyle some way here. Because you don't like how it's affecting you emotionally and definitely mentally. I feel like the challenge here is like keeping the optimism, because if we change our lifestyle and then we probably have to change our friend group and stuff, so then that gets lonely. This is in the challenge position. So we have the World, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords. Some of you are changing your lifestyle completely. Like, you may be aware that you are like an extreme person, but that because of that, you kind of do have to spend more time alone to, I want to say, be at peace. I think that like you're starting to become maybe even more introverted. You've learned that like the less and less that you're around people, the more energy you have, the better you feel, the more rest you're getting. So I feel like when it comes to wanting this for yourself, you're definitely there. I think the hard part is separating yourself from certain people. But I don't know. I just feel like you're not dealing with anyone who makes you feel triggered. And I think that for a lot of you, there's like somebody really specific that gets you literally into your lowest vibration, like your absolute worst self. And you may be separating yourself from that person this week. Some of you, a problem here might be that there is a separation, and that your normal way of coping with this would be to like go out drinking and, just do a bunch of whatever to distract yourself. And this always just makes shit worse in the end. So it's basically you have to remove yourself from people that you've felt safe with for so long, just like people that you're already comfortable with, and start over. But for some of you, if you don't, then you're going to live this lifestyle of like, being your own worst enemy, if that makes sense to some of you. That'll make sense. If it doesn't mean that it's not your reading. It just probably means you're not mentally ill. Like someone like me understands like there has to be a separation, from people, places, and things. And if I overexert myself, like if I drain my social meter, like I'm just pulling advice here. The Fool, the Nine of Wands, the Chariot. More Aquarius, more Cancer here. Some more Pisces here. I feel like it's saying to go ahead and take some kind of risk here, whether it's cutting off certain people, just completely deciding to change up what you normally do. I feel like, again, it's hard for you to be optimistic because there's a lot of pain underneath this, especially for those of you that do kind of party to distract from some deep emotions. I think you'll be able to move past it this week. There's something going on with the moon that's going to help you with this. I feel like the part here is the feeling isolated or feel, just like, again, having to separate from certain people to change the lifestyle is the hard part. But I think that there'll be a lot of success in your life if you do. Like, I think it's like scary because there's like this fear of the unknown that you're moving into. But I feel like there's nothing really to be afraid of. I think you'll be able to move past whatever this is. It may take some time, But I think that's whoever you're releasing here, like the relationship is really significant, but that person can't be in your life because it doesn't align with how you want to live. And that's going to be the hard part. But it's saying not to be afraid and to go ahead and try something new here. Close something out. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. At the bottom we have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Look, I don't know how else to put this, but you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need another person in your life that's going to also help you do bad. Whoever it is that you're attached to, I think they're just so confusing, you know, and you get confused with people to begin with. So I feel like, you know, you keep going back and forth about whether this is going to work out great for you and if you want to do it or not. And it's because you're afraid to separate yourself from someone or a group of people. But if you do, emerging butterfly. You always got to choose you, and the right people will align with that. The right people are going to respect boundaries. The right people are going to want what's best for you, you know? And if not, deuce, you got to go. I just like the awareness here where somebody really is grown enough to be like, nah, what, you know, like whatever I've been doing is just not good for my mental state. Like I cannot be out here feeling like this, acting like this. It's not me. All right. I'll see you guys soon.